Hey guys, it's Jess, and this is my long overview vlog for when I went to Punta Cana back in November of 2021. This is my pedicure leading up to the trip, and this was my breakfast. I think this is the day before I went to the trip. So I am not great at recording every second, but I am learning. So I'm just showing my vitamins right here. So just a forewarning, I'm not like the best at second by second video vlogging, but I'm getting there. So I started the day before with showing my breakfast and my pedicure, and then the next clip is like skipping straight to the wedding that I was actually there for. So you'll see me first with my cute little pink giddy up I got off Shein, and you could tell about how ill-fitting it is, but I made it work. And this is the beautiful scenery. You can see the little the marriage arch in the middle there. So beautiful. This resort, of course, like most resorts, are right off the beach, so it was just gorgeous. Very small wedding, very COVID appropriate, very simple and well done. And here's a little filter pic of me looking real cute with my little heart filter. And also here's my nails that I just threw on right before I got outside. They're like kiss nails. My Apple Watch match, so of course that stayed. This is a video of some of the guys, some of the attendings of the wedding, mostly family members of the groom. That's how I got invited. Here's a beautiful bride walking down the aisle. I just speeded up a little bit just in case of copyright issues. Then this area is where they held their reception. This is like a main area of like the resort, so it was blocked off. But of course, a few people were still disrespectful and walked through. But yeah, this is the wedding party over there. This is just a great view of me in this gorgeous resort, looking as gorgeous as
twirl around, princess.
Looking
yeah, you look
pretty and pink.
Yeah. Give me a little twirl. Yeah. Scuba. Okay.
Next, you'll see the view from our room. We had a swim out suite that was very close to like the main pool in the adult area of the resort. Sun was shining the whole time. We were close to the bar. This is at the reception. The guys jumped directly in the pool with their suits on because they wasn't going to wear it to the reception. And then this is just me. Like, the sun loves me. Look how beautiful I am. Skin on fleek. Skin on gold. Skin on reflective. That orange did me some justice, period. Just a quick comment about my hair. It had grown out so much that I bought some black lock hair, some black temporary dye, put my hair up in a bun, and colored it with the temporary hair color. So, yeah. So we had a nice amount of time before the actual reception, so we just pretty much hung out at our swim out suite room. I absolutely love swimming. I love water, so just a quick clip of me like playing in the water, basically floating, because I wanted to keep my hair looking decent until the actual reception. So after we had our fun, we took showers and got ready for the reception. This is just a gorgeous view of the sunset. I'm addicted to sunsets. They look so amazing. And this is like a wide range view walking up to the reception. All around those lights are like restaurants and different places that's on a resort. As you can see, child went straight through. So yeah, it was blocked off for the party itself, but you know how people, so that was one of those. So yeah, this is the bride and groom's like first dance. I believe their slow song was Chrisette Michelle, and then they had like a more turned up song. As you could see, they were a little hype. The groom had switched into his Jordans, and the bride I think had on like, I want to say custom Chucks or something along those lines, but they were so sweet. And then the turn up the groom is a Greek, so, you know, one of his Greek girls had to turn up one time with their Greek. think this is where we're going to find out where we had to do our COVID test at, and I was just looking cute. So I said, let me pour myself real quick. So, shameless plug, I am a travel agent. So if you have come this far, thanks for continue watching. If you ever need me to check on a trip for you or anything along those lines, I got you. I'm gonna put the information on the screen, but I just wanted to do some videos of the actual resort I was on so I could have them to post on my travel page, which is this. And yeah, I just got some good shots. So this is the shot from my bedroom with the swim out suite. So I got some actual decent shots so I can actually share to clients and things of that nature and post it on my page eventually, because here, and I still have not posted these shots. These are really great shots. My phone is really decent. I think this was like a morning before we really started doing something. So I said, let me get these shots while it's kind of quiet and still, because the party didn't, they don't have music playing and all of that in the morning time. So I was laying one of my towels out to dry. And yeah, so it's just a really beautiful room we had. So I'm really glad we went for the swim out suite. So here I was just placing my camera so I could like record myself swimming around just for fun. Just to piggyback off what I said earlier, I do love water. I love swimming. Love it. Love floating around, all of that, right? So when I went to Jamaica in June of 2021, when I came back home, like my ear never cleared out. And it always felt like I was trying to get water out my ear. And finally, I just got in so much pain. Like, so much pain. It was excruciating. So I finally went to the doctor. And I had a freaking ear infection. A freaking ear infection. I was so upset. I was super upset. So they had to give me the actual antibiotics to get it cleared out. So now when I go out of the country, I have, like, these certain ear things that I can like scoop earwax out if needed, and then I take that medicated ear drop with me because I use it a couple times on this trip, and I take like the regular ear drop, like swimmer's ear drop and things like that with me, because that was such a terrible feeling. And I didn't mean like when I go out the country, that's when I go on water, period. And I need to start using earplugs because that was not fun. So swimmers beware. Do not let that water stay in your ear. Get that water out. Shake it out, whatever you gotta do, get that water out your ears. So this is more shots of the actual resort, going into like the family and kid-friendly area. We were going on a cruise later on that day, so we decided to have a bite to eat beforehand. So my best friend and I just walked over to one of the like places that you could just order food off the beach. So one of the little lunch places. It was really super cute and intimate. They had like swings and, tables out and everything. It looks really cute. And these are two guys that were in the wedding, the groom's best friends. So we were hanging out for them, had a couple of shots. So it was pretty fun.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Arriba!
Arriba!
What flowers?
Oh, sorry. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Arriba!
I missed that one. I catch the second one. The second one. Yeah, the second.
Thank you.
Salute.
So after we had our drinks and our food, we hung out at the beach for a little bit before we had to head over to catch our boat excursion for the day.
You want me to follow you?
Also, when walking along the beaches of most resorts is the way you can get into other resorts, if you're allowed to do that, depending on what resort you're in. And also, on the beaches and along the beaches, people are trying to solicit and sell different items. Sometimes there are people that braids hair, that have animals to take pictures with, and things of that nature. So we were just hanging out, enjoying the sun, the waves, the sand, until it was time for us to head to our transportation for our excursion for the day. And when we got there, we actually got more than we bargained for. So our excursion was supposed to be like a boat yacht ride or whatever. And when we got there, we learned that we had another tour that was included. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
On the way, please watch your step all the time. Maybe there is an anaconda. Oh, sorry. Maybe there is a...
All right, now let's get into this first excursion. So we were under the impression we were just going on a boat to have drinks, do a little dancing, and just have fun. But this was a part of our package, basically. So I showed the sign at first, so I'm not 100% sure what to call it, but they said it's a jungle, so we were in the jungle. So they told us beforehand that we were going to be walking and to watch our steps, of course, but we didn't know that we were going to be walking for this long, like for real. He said 10 minutes. We'll be like, oh, he said, people say 10 minutes and they mean like maybe 5 or so. But it was definitely like a good 10-minute walk. When I say I got great exercise on this hike, because that's what I'm calling it, a hike. I was wearing like flip-flops or something, but I should have had on gym shoes. We were stepping over all types of rocks and tree branches. He showed us tree branches that looked like a snake, and he showed us some different landmarks that he points out every time he brings people through. And when we were walking in, they were actually expanding on it, I guess you could say. They were making maybe an entrance of some sort, so some construction going on. But here's me looking cute on our little walk. See how low that branch is. He pointed that out. This is the branch that looked like a snake, which it actually really did. It was a great walk, though. It was great exercise. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It made me very happy. Not even gonna lie to you. And then what we saw at the ending, what we got to, was worth it. It was a clear water spring. The water is completely see-through. There's turtles in there. It felt amazing, and we probably hung out in there for like 30 or so. Not many people went in the water, but I was one of the people that got into the water. I swam from one side to the other. I floated. Of course I didn't get good shots because I was in the water, but it was great. I loved it. It was beautiful. Like, look at that. Look at that water. That's gorgeous. I was so happy we got to do that. I was so happy we got to do it. Just bask in the glory of it. It's beautiful. I love me some nature. Like I said, I'm a Pisces. So this is afterwards on this boat. We look at every bit of my 292 pounds. Probably was more than that in this boat. But I had so much fun with him. As I was coming up into the boat, I think we had just docked for a little bit, and we was having fun in the water. And as I was walking up into the boat, he grabbed me and we just started dancing. He had good vibes the whole time. The boat crew was pretty cool overall. So I danced, my best friend danced, and I kind of had to zone out doing this because I'm not a person who get up in front of people, especially the way I've been feeling about my body. And you see, the series is Morbidly Obese Diaries. So the fact that I did this, I had to like completely zone out, completely, and act as if nobody else was around. I would have completely stopped if I didn't do that. So I had fun. I'm smiling. I enjoyed myself. So that night, after all the fun we had, we went back, changed, and our butler had got us reservation at the steakhouse. Food was absolutely phenomenal, and I did not take pictures. That'd be me.
Hola.
Diaz.
Buenos días.
You have a. You need
Look down at the bill, and you see all the areas. One day is red because of the tomatoes.
Next day, this guy was awesome. We was with him the whole day, so that's pretty much the rest of this vlog. So he's talking in most of the background of most of these videos, so I'm gonna just kind of play it and not mute the background.
All that is milk.
But yeah, we spent pretty much the whole day with him. I didn't even expect that, because what we paid for, I thought it was just gonna be just that, because I've been to Punta Cana. I've been to Punta Cana before. And when we paid for this excursion, we only did that excursion. But he did this excursion plus a couple of other excursions. So sit back and relax.
So, son familias, también por aquí hay muchas crianzas de cerdos. Okay? A lot of beef is here. And also a lot of poultry. Mucho cerdo, puerco, res. Y la producción de leche viene de aquí del Bonao. El Bonao de Higüey. Por eso el dulce de leche aquí en Higüey es muy bueno. ¿Por qué? Porque la leche es pura. Y pueden ver de que cómo se alimentan. You see how these what the cows eat es greenish. Está muy verde. Entonces cuando es verde así, pues la producción de leche es más pura todavía. ¿Okay? Ahí está. Ahí que vamos a comprar el centro. Vamos a Samaná. Okay. Tenemos los mejores manglares. Somos comparados 4 en el mundo. Y también parte de la película Avatar. Okay. It was filmed around there in the area of Samaná. And not only that, the main actor, okay, is Dominican. La chica que hace Avatar. Okay. From the Dominican Republic. Dime, ¿sabía que tuvimos aquí una Miss Universo en el 95?
Okay, so this is the ranch. This is like a family-owned ranch that does horseback riding, the little buggies, and zip lining. This is where we start the zip lining, right there to the left. This is the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful views. Gorgeous views. I was here before in March of 2020, so coming back was just awesome.
when the Indians first came.
That was the horses. During the horseback riding, we did a stop, and he talked about how they grow cocoa there and all those trees along the sides. He was explaining to us how when he's ready for lunch, he go out there and grab him an avocado, he'll grab him some cilantro, and he'll grab a few different things that they grow naturally. Like, they literally eat from the land, and I love that. But this man was a phenomenal tour guide, and if I'm not mistaken, I still have his information. So if I'm ever back in Punta Cana, he will definitely be getting a call from me. And he also is like a person who can like do a wedding, and he's very multifaceted. So I will be seeing him again.
Hey. Okay, gotta get it ready. Viene, vamos para arriba. We're gonna do. Te quedaste hoy, nene. Te quedaste hoy. ¿Eh? You gonna stay today? I don't believe it. Todos los días, el primero que me sigue atrás. Okay, viene, arriba.
Arriba.
We're gonna go arriba. Okay, we're gonna go abajo.
Abajo.
Okay, never abajo, mamá Juana. Vamos al centro. Okay, y después los favoritos míos, chiqui. Okay, and we're gonna go para adentro.
So, si estamos no es lo mismo tuyo. Para arriba, para abajo, para el centro y para adentro.
Y el movimiento de las caderas. Okay, esto.
When you are doing buggying, ATVing, riding dirt, four-wheelers, wear something across your face like this. Wear some sunglasses, wear something over your hair. You see how much mud is on my purple rain shirt? If you don't want to get dirty and filthy, cover up your body parts that you don't want dirty and filthy. Like, one guy had on some white Yeezys. You know how much those shoes cost? at retail value, cover up and wear some stuff you don't mind getting dirty. When I first went, I wore white shoes. Like, what was I thinking? I left those shoes right there in their resort bedroom, too. Like, no, they're not going back home be filthy like that. So, yes, cover up yourself, your hair. You don't want mud in your hair and things like that. But it was a great time. So, here we're getting into the cigar factory
Just like that.
tour that we was not expecting. We were exhausted at this point. But I'm so glad I did it. It was a great time. And I got the opportunity to roll my own cigar, and they let me keep it. So, it was great.
Let's take it and maybe roll, hand me. Okay? Just like that. Okay, put there, cut, and cigar is ready and fresh to smoke. You want to try? You try to make one? Yeah. You try to make one?
Jess,
You
you
try to
trying to
make
make
one?
one?
Yeah, come on.
Jess, trying to make one.
Déjale que ella trate de hacer una. ¿Qué? Ahí más. Sí. ¿Quieres tratar de hacer uno? Venga. ¿Quieres nada? ¿Quieres tratar de hacer uno? Ve a hacer it. Trata de hacer uno. Bien. Want to try to make one? Come on down. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. No me la pones. Okay. Right there.
Да, вот он берет кассету, как раз он взял, открывает. То есть там для каждого вида сигар нарисовка. Он ее вытащил, и это наполнение. Сама сердцевина, которая горит. И здесь он ее уже оборачивает в покровный лист. До тех пор, пока не научились выращивать покровный лист, когда была революция, многие сильные свои бизнесы забрали и до тех пор, пока не научились нормально выращивать, не было серьезного производства. А это есть. Павел попробуйте научить покровный лист.
No, I'm okay.
Here. You don't hear none of that. Everything is handmade. Todo es hecho a mano. Aquí no hay maquinarias. No machines here. Even like this is a sampler in hand. Okay, they take the time. They come and they're sampling. Okay, and this here is one of the biggest exportations of cigars. They do the cigars by order. And they order them out, they ship them to your home, they ship them to the factory, they ship them to different places around the world.
Okay, so we have come to the end of my very first travel vlog. This was a beach that the tour guide took us to before we went back to our rooms. It was an okay experience because the vendors and locals were a little pushy. But the scenery was great. The food was okay. The drinks was cool. And a couple other people on the trip was pretty cool to talk to. So overall, this trip was amazing. Cannot wait to go back. And I highly recommend people to go to Punta Cana. It was awesome. Thank you so much for watching and look out for my next vlog.